Developing news today, a ruling in a Western Mass murder case that made national headlines has been overturned. Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Jordan Jagalenzer. Western Mass News reporter Matt Satilli joins us live in studio with more on how rare this outcome is and where the case goes from here. Matt?
Jordan and Chris, in October 2016, Cara Rintala was convicted of first-degree murder in the death of her wife, Marie Cochrane. Today, the highest court in Massachusetts vacated that ruling, and one attorney I spoke with said it's an extremely rare outcome and one that leaves the Northwestern District Attorney with a difficult decision ahead.
Things that we've thought were reliable for decades, if they cannot be proven and generally accepted in a scientific setting, then they have no business coming in court.
Jared Olenoff, a criminal defense attorney, calling into question the expert testimony used in the trial of Cara Rintala. Rintala was charged with first-degree murder following the death of her wife, Marie Cochrane, in 2010. The conviction came in October 2016 on the third trial, after the first two ended with hung juries. On Monday, the verdict was nullified by the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court, something Olenoff tells Western Mass News is a rarity in the court of law.
It's actually extremely rare for a first-degree murder case to be overturned.
Rintala was accused of strangling and beating her wife, Cochrane, and strangely enough, white ceiling paint was found poured all over the body in the couple's Granby home. For the third trial, an expert in the paint industry was called to testify how long paint takes to dry and whether it was intentional or accidental.
The idea to get an expert in the paint industry was sort of well-intentioned, but it was ultimately misguided, as that sort of evidence it was not reliable. It was not the product of the scientific method, and it should have never gone before the jury,
likely influencing the outcome of the trial.
That testimony likely affected the jury's verdict in this case and caused them to find Ms. Rintala guilty, that the Supreme Judicial Court has ordered a new trial.
Olenoff says he's been involved in murder cases where expert testimony is used, but ultimately he says it's mostly rooted in observation, not science, and should be kept out of court.
In order for expert testimony like that to be introduced at a criminal trial, the judge first has to make a determination that this evidence is generally accepted within the scientific community.
I asked Olenoff what could happen now with an 11-year-old case still unsolved.
The case has a long history. It's an older case at this point. I'm not sure that anything would change the first two results.
The Northwestern District Attorney's Office holding a press conference about today's ruling. They also released a statement to Western Mass News that reads in part, quote, "We are profoundly disappointed by the Supreme Judicial Court's decision to overturn Cara Rintala's conviction for murdering her wife. Even after juries at the first two trials were unable to reach a unanimous verdict, we never wavered in our commitment to pursuing justice for Marie Cochrane and her family, nor do we now. We remain ready for trial." Coming up later at 6, we speak with an attorney who has represented Marie Cochrane's family in court and shares an exclusive statement with Western Mass News about how the family is planning on moving forward. Reporting live in studio, Matt Satilli, Western Mass News.